Shadows on the walls of your skin. I can tell you're lying from the way you're breathing. Shadows on the walls of your sin. Why do I keep trying when I know I can't win? You crystallize, they crystallize me. I'm paralyzed, you crystallize me. You crystallize, they crystallize. 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 Why do I keep paralyzed, you crystallize me. Shadows on the walls of your paralyzed, you crystallize me. You crystallize. Shadows on the walls of your skin. You crystallize, they crystallize me. Shadows on the walls of your sin. I'm paralyzed, you crystallize me. You crystallize, they crystallize me.
Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. You're not on the screen. Bang! There you are. Welcome, everybody, to the podcast. It is Monday, June 3rd. Episode 6, Season 2. Getting after it today. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Guys You Trusted to Drink. Maggie, the correct one is talk show. If you type in talk, it shows up. I didn't know about that for a long time until somebody told me. But I changed it already, so you don't have to worry about it. But welcome, everybody. Hi, Mike. I feel like we haven't talked.
Hi.
I feel like I say this every time I dropped my cap. Hold on. I feel like I say this every time we miss a week. That it just feels like, it feels like we haven't talked in forever.
It has been a long time. So much has happened since the last time we were live.
A lot.
I hear you found yourself a good life partner.
I found a wife, indeed. Got married.
Nice.
And that's been, marriage is great. I don't know what everybody's problem is.
I bet.
Have you seen that TikTok where it's like, I know everybody says marriage is hard, but like how? There's like a girl that asks a question and then people are supposed to like stitch it back. And I think it mainly turned into like a joke because people are like, yeah, this is what we mean. And then it's like a lady and she like flips the camera around and her husband's socks are like on the ground next to the hamper. And it's like, you know, but like, I feel like there's people out there that, I don't know. It's not hard just yet.
Sure. Definitely what I'm seeing is that it seems like there's a lot of people out there who are together who shouldn't be. And
sure. That could be a big problem.
Thank God, my friends
Don't marry a meanie.
Seem to be doing amazingly in that aspect. Also, Caprice. Oh no, Capri Sun. I think is what
Capri, it's me.
Also,
Caprice.
welcome. Who the hell is Maggie Sheely? Welcome.
Dude, it throws me off so much. I need to change. I'm gonna admit something live on stream right now. I haven't changed her name in my contacts yet. It still says Maggie Powers in there. But we haven't got our
only acceptable place, right?
Listen, we haven't got our marriage certificate back yet. So my dad officiated the wedding. And what you're supposed to have happen is he's supposed to sign it, and then you take that piece of paper to the courthouse, to the appropriate authorities. However, it was just a crazy evening, I guess, and nobody remembered to have my dad sign it, and then he flew back to Montana, so we had to mail it to him.
Oh no.
So we mailed our marriage certificate to my father.
Did you made copies? Yes.
No, I don't know. I don't know. You think I know that?
I don't know.
That's
the chat.
That's my wife. You can ask her about that. I have no idea.
Dude, how does that feel?
It's weird. I was talking to people at work today, and I was talking about Maggie, and I almost was like it almost like stuttered a little bit. I was like, my wife, because it's just it's too brand new, you know.
Yeah.
It fits. It doesn't feel weird. It just it's weird. It's nobody tells you that you're gonna have to move from girlfriend to fiance to wife. Like, can we just pick one? Maybe that's why.
Well, you're like in Arkansas, you're skipping over cousin,
right? But we skipped a whole step if we were in Arkansas. It makes me feel like I'm pretending to be an adult. Am I lagging on your end, or are you just lagging on mine?
No, I think I just saw that. Hold on. Chew,
you're frozen.
There we go.
Let's see that. If that doesn't work, we maybe leave and come back. I hope you went, Jack.
Did it not?
It's still a little laggy.
Good luck, Jack. All right, hold on a second.
We did have to fill out if we had any relations or on our marriage certificate. Yeah, we did sign that. Are you related? No.
Only brother and sister in Christ.
Right. Maybe back out all the way. Sexy Bigfoot. Also, I saw your first, and I forgot to mention it. First. Maybe it's my end.
Might have too many things going. Hold on. I'll close
Do you
some
have
stuff.
multiple things? I started closing things because I thought maybe I had too many things going on.
Well, I was running Helldivers. No, I'm just kidding.
Helldivers was just running in the background.
Oh, man.
That would be funny.
New PC needs to get here. Oh, yeah. I heard something about that.
I ordered a new PC, and it's not shipped yet. I ordered it on the 21st. Now, granted, they have to build it, and they have to get the parts, and they gotta ship it. And there was a holiday in between, but still, I want it now.
Bro, dude, speaking of like nightmares, J-Bob ordered this like essentially a tracksuit, but like a real high quality one, and I need him to get it so I can check out and see if it's like actually good quality. But he ordered that thing like I want to say November, and it just shipped last month. Like,
were they in high demand?
Situation. I don't know. I guess so.
Was J-Bob and the rest of the Ukrainians picking out? Like they just all had like a national buy a jumpsuit.
Yeah. Who
what kind of jumpsuit is it?
The Adidas were
or
so
tracksuit? It's a tracksuit.
It's a real high quality tracksuit, but it's black and red, so it's like his favorite color pattern.
Yeah.
The company that makes it, they make a lot of interesting patterns, and
Gotcha.
I was looking at some. And my other gym partner was looking at them, so I'm like, it needs to get here. I need to check these out.
Let's
We'll pull trigger on this.
yeah, the matching jumpsuits, or
Yeah.
not jumpsuits, tracksuits. Is that a Lego cup?
Yeah, no. I would. Huh? Yes, and it has my Miyamo on it. So I know who it
Let's
is.
go.
Yeah.
That way, if somebody tries to drink out of it, you can be like, "That's my cup," and they're like, "Is your
Drop
name
it.
on it?" And you can be like, "Yeah."
right? And then I throw it at them.
Yeah, break it over their face.
Freaking take that.
I do like that cup though. That's great. Yeah,
Thank you.
no, but exciting. There's so much has gone on.
No. Yeah.
Let's see. Monday
Absolutely.
last time
But-
we were here was 2 Mondays ago. Okay, so we talked about me selling my house. It's sold. What's up, Kev?
Yes.
Yeah, and then married, and then honeymoon. That it was great. I don't know if you've seen the video, but there was so there's been a new development, and I need to talk to somebody who knows the law, I guess, because we're having a little bit of an issue.
Okay.
We're having a little bit of an issue because we went to our Airbnb cabin and immediately smelled natural gas in the basement. And we were just like, it's fine. We're not going to go to the basement anyway.
Okay.
And then come to speed the story up. 2 days later, or a day and a half later, we were like, Maggie's like, it's starting to really smell. And so I went to Home Depot, bought a little tester, and it beeped. It said there was detecting natural gas or gas in the air.
Oh, goodness.
And so we packed up and left, and we texted the Airbnb host, and we were like, "Yo, we both feel like absolute dookie, and we think there's a natural gas leak." The safety team at Airbnb got involved, and we were like, "Surely we'll get a refund," because we asked for a refund. I was like, "We didn't even stay the whole, time," and then today we find out that the same day, apparently, this also the guy who's the host is in Colorado. He's not even in Georgia, so it's not. He hasn't seen or done anything personally. He had the gas company come out, and they did apparently they did rigorous testing and found no gas. And the cleaners had been there, and there's already been another guest that stayed there, and nobody's complained or said anything. And so our illness must have been something non-related to the house, even though we both felt fine going up there. And it's after the first night we stayed there, the back of my throat started to be dry, and she was having headaches. She would have a headache while we were at the house, and then we'd leave to go shopping, and then wouldn't have a headache, and then we'd come back and immediately start to have a headache again. She went to a doctor, and her doctor said we had poisoning. We had all the symptoms. And then so he comes back and he's like, so I don't know, can't help you. I want to take legal action against this man. But I don't know how.
I know that's awful. First off, that sucks. That's awful. I hate that for you. I also know that when it comes to stuff like this, Airbnb almost always sides with
the host,
the house owner. I don't think I've even heard of a time where B&B sided with.
Of course not, because Airbnb loses money if the host loses money.
Right.
So
you didn't document the.
I have a video of the reader going off. I do. I have a video of it.
Okay.
And we could have medical records pulled that show natural gas poisoning.
Yeah.
So, and I sent the picture to them on. I sent it to Airbnb, and they were like, "Sorry, we can't do nothing." And so I don't know if Maggie did it or not, but I told Maggie to ask for the host to show us the records. I want to see
Medical records?
I want to see the gas company report. Because he could be lying right back to us, being like, "Oh, it's blah, 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 it's fine," and in reality, what could have happened is the gas company went out there and was like, "Hey, there was a leak, and we fixed it," and he's like, "Oops," and doesn't want to lose $1,000. I don't want to lose $1,000.
Right.
So if you know any lawyers, but because
they don't practice in Georgia.
It irks me a little that
absolutely,
it kind of ruined the whole weekend. We were supposed to be there for 4 days. We were only there for 2, and they have been very unwilling to help. So that's been
you should be like, hey, send me a video of you lighting a match in the basement.
Yeah, please go into the basement and start lighting candles
if you're confident.
I told Maggie, I was like, if there was a way that I could light something in that basement while not being in that basement, I would totally do it.
Drones. No.
Drones. Yeah.
Do not do that. This is a joke. This is all in Minecraft. Matt Murdock's
Matt Murdock.
He's great.
Yeah.
I would, man, because if you take legal actions, it's going to go from $1,000 to a lot of money really quick.
Yeah. I mean, that's the hope is
on
that
your
they
TikTok
have to they have to pay out a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it's like
I would get on TikTok and tell the story.
I don't get
all
randomly sick.
No.
It's not like I was fine and then I wasn't. And now I'm fine again. So, or I'm getting there. But I don't know. And I was like sick. So it's a whole thing, and so the saga continues. It'll continue until. I mean, he's gonna have to give us some money back because we didn't stay the entire stay. But I'm pushing for full refund. He's not getting.
Does he have to do that?
He give a partial.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't stay the whole time.
Yeah.
I guess he doesn't. I guess he doesn't have to. But
I've had experiences similar, and they didn't do partial refunds, which was
he's getting a very 1-star review.
Yeah.
And maybe a visit from me. I will find him
in Colorado.
Yeah.
No, don't throw away your life. Send me his address. I'll go see him. He offered it first, and Airbnb safety team declined it. Who offered? Oh, half? Who offered half?
Yeah, the Airbnb owner offered half back, and then Airbnb declined it. So if anything, we're gonna talk to Airbnb again and be like, "Yo."
Right. Jeez, that's. Man. And so he.
We had bags of
in Minecraft. Say in Minecraft right now.
We had like bags of tea, and she was like, "Can you open that so I can dump them out?" And I was like, "Why don't you just stab him and like cut the bag's throat?" And I handed her my pocket knife, and she did it, and she liked it a little bit.
That's the only good thing about blasting.
A little too much.
Stop threats are liable for use. Yeah, say in Minecraft. This is all in Minecraft. Allegedly.
I'll delete the VOD. I don't even care. So it's been a whole thing. It's been really stupid.
Yikes. That's awful, man.
So but we're on the we're gonna keep chatting and seeing what we can do.
Sure.
I mean, $1,000 is a lot to lose for it's like you can't tell me I didn't smell something in your basement. Like,
sure.
Like I want to talk to the other people that stayed there and be like, "Did you smell something in that house?" Because if they say no, then I know for sure that the gas company came out there and was like, "Oh crap, something was leaking a little and we fixed it." Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the deadline. Trying to think.
But
Yeah, that's
we'll keep.
oh, that's another thing.
What?
I think if they refunded you, that would be, and I guess somewhere in court, if they like refund you or give you money for something, that's an admission of guilt.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why, Airbnb didn't want them to pay.
I don't
Which
know.
is so annoying. How many things could be solved if they pay? Because like, if you pay a decent person, like half or whatever, they're usually going to. Sorry, I thought I heard thunder. I would be surprised if a lot of court cases would just evaporate in that situation.
Right.
But then I guess that's settling out of court. So the lawyer just wants in on it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and for the most part, I feel like lawyers don't charge you, like, if they take part of what you win. So,
Yeah.
we'll just make it worth
That's why
it.
they want to take everything.
But anyway, it's been a decent week.
Thank you, Kevin.
I just been real tired, real weak feeling, a little short of breath.
I bet. Yeah.
But still good.
Still feeling those symptoms? Like to this day?
Yeah. Today I went to work and I was like, man, I don't even want to be here. Like, I feel like I can't, like, I don't feel 100%.
Yeah. No. That's
So,
gosh, that's awful, man.
it's been dookie.
Yeah. Not a good week.
No, I mean, it was a good week, but also could have done without that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To do it again, don't want to get poisoned.
Yeah.
No, that's understandable. For sure.
But that's all right. We'll keep moving forward.
Yeah.
We'll push on.
Yeah.
But we've got
For sure, dude.
2 whole movies to talk about this week.
Yeah. Yeah. I barely got the second one done.
What did you add to the notes?
I don't think I added anything. I was gonna add something and then I put it on personal notes.
So we have. What did we watch? Wild Hogs, and Catch Me If You Can. Watched Catch Me If You Can last night.
Yeah.
Watched Wild Hogs in the natural gas cabin. So
You really can't review that one very well.
yeah,
Huh?
I don't remember that one very much. No, it's let's start with Wild Hogs. Because that's the last.
Sure.
That's the first one I watched. So wasn't really sure what I didn't. I really think I should have been able to put 2 and 2 together and say that Wild Hogs was going to be about motorcycles, but I had no idea. Like when it started, I was like, "Oh, frick!" Like it's Wild Hogs because of the motorcycles. But I just didn't. And
You're
that
like, where are the Razorbacks?
where are the pigs? And that tells you just how much I don't know about some of these movies. And I don't look up
Sure.
the movie. I don't look into that. I don't want to know anything.
I like that. Yeah.
Until it starts, and as soon as I saw motorcycles, it was like, oh, it's called Wild Hogs for motorcycles. But it's got Tim Allen. It's got some other people.
Yeah, John Travolta.
Yeah.
I always want to say John Wayne Gacy, but that's not his name.
Nope.
Yeah. Both are good. I like to Catch Me If You Can a bit more. There you go. William H. Macy. That's his name. Not
There you
John
go.
Wayne Gacy.
Which one was that? Was that was that the white guy?
Huh? Yes. And then Martin Lawrence. Is that his name?
I don't know.
I think.
Anyhow, it's a great movie, I thought. It's fun. It's pretty lighthearted.
Very much
It's following the four friends who are in a made-up biker gang, trying to just get out of their slump, their midlife crisis, if you will. They're feeling old, and they want to just get out on the open road and experience life again, you know, which is a beautiful thing. You love to see it. But then things start going wrong immediately, as you would expect. Something that I've already quoted a couple times is when the guy has the apple tattoo and he's like, "It's in my skin," you know. What are they gonna do? Because me and Maggie went and got tattoos that say "Love you, mean it."
What does it say?
It says LYMI, and then Romans 12:10.
Oh, very nice.
But,
That's very cute.
And so we were like, "It's in. What are they gonna do? It's in my skin," you know. But yeah, I thought it was great. The storyline was very Magnificent Seven. It was like roll up on the town, save the town from the bad guys that are rolling around, that are always terrorizing the town. You know, it was like classic. It was like classic, unexpected good guys beat bad guys. But then there was like the twist of like they didn't really beat the bad guys; they just got punched a lot, and until the other guy showed up.
Right.
But I thought it was great. Three Amigos, if you will. Yes. I wouldn't know. I have never seen that movie.
No, you've never heard that movie.
Yeah, I've never heard that. I've watched it. I just don't know any of the anything that was said.
You've seen it.
Actually, I do know what was said. I just heard it 3 times at differing times.
Stereo.
I had surround sound.
Like 30 minutes before they said it.
I need to
I
watch that
apologized. I will not apologize again.
I'm gonna just watch that one by myself.
You need to. It was suggested, but we passed it up because it's like you. Have
I mean,
seen
it's okay. I've seen it and I heard it. I liked it. I give you guys crap about it, but I really did pay attention. You guys got better after like the first 30 minutes. So I was like, all right, guys, I gotta listen.
I felt so bad for you.
But
because we were just dying laughing.
Yeah, the whole camping portion of the film, great. Loved it. That was funny.
Yeah.
The black dude was like laying on the ground. He's like, "How come I did all that blowing?" And and he's like, "Finish that sentence."
Oh, man. Dude, that cop. I love the guy who plays that cop.
Yeah.
He's in Scrubs. Yeah. Dude, there was a lot more. I watched this when I was like, geez, it came out in 2000s. I don't know. I feel like I was like 12 or something. And there's a lot more cussing than I remember. I don't care, but I was kind of surprised.
Every movie that Maggie suggests, she's like, "Oh, we watched this as kids. We watched it as kids." I watch it back and I'm like, "Man, you guys watched some crazy stuff as kids." Like compared to VeggieTales, because that's what I watched as a kid.
Yeah, right. Hey, hold on. There's not a tomato talking about this movie before we watch it.
You know, it's not Narnia and it's not VeggieTales. I did watch Lord of the Rings as a child, but still,
Please give me a Narnia Wild Hogs crossover.
give me a VeggieTales reenactment of Wild Hogs, please, with Bob, Larry, Jerry, and Jimmy Gord. That would be, or Mr. Lunt and Alfred, the asparagus.
Oh my gosh.
That would be freaking funny as crap. You know, listen, one of the I made you
calling the kettle black.
Yeah. Hey,
Kevin.
Oi. You were from Mr. Collinsville. No, I'm just kidding.
Didn't watch Wild Hogs because there was a black.
there was a black guy in it. No, I made you watch the Lord of the Rings VeggieTales, yeah, right?
Well, made is a strong. Yeah,
I
we
heavily
watched it
suggested you
on the
watched it.
way. You started it and then handed me the
Yeah,
the screen.
so I forced you to watch it. I said, "Here, hold this."
What?
But
being,
dude,
yes.
a VeggieTales Wild Hogs would be hilarious, I think.
Oh yeah. Sign me up.
But you know,
With
I don't-
HBO owning them now, we might get that.
yeah, or like VeggieTales Game of Thrones. Whoa.
I'll watch that. 100%. I'll watch that. Oh man, gosh, I would love to see that.
Yeah, I
That's
did. We did
amazing.
do that on the way home from your house, Kevin. That was the same day I hit my face on the wall, cut my
yeah.
eye open. That was good times. It's
Unrelated.
Freaking good time. Unrelated. We were drunk. But those are good times indeed.
man.
But Wild Hogs. Sorry, we get off topic. We're all over the place tonight.
Who cares?
This is our podcast. We can say whatever we want.
Did you like the post-credit scene with the extreme home makeover?
Yes, that was funny. I almost forgot about that. Fun fact: I
Saw that
have
and I was
yelled.
like, oh, I bet Justin likes this.
I have yelled, "Move that bus!" IRL at the bus when they did that. Do you remember when they did
You're
that
3
house
miles
in
away,
Tulsa?
Justin. Yes, I remember hearing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there. I'm just saying. Uncredited, but I was there.
Mid-history.
Yeah.
You had a speaking role and were uncredited. That's bullcrap.
Yeah. I did half the work. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I would give Wild Hogs. Wild Hogs is like wow, my voice. Wild Hogs is a good. I'm gonna give Wild Hogs a good 7.3. It was a solid.
Yeah,
It's like
nice.
it wasn't like crazy, but it wasn't bad. It was funny. It was entertaining.
It was solid.
I would, yeah. So
Solid
it's just a solid. I feel like a 7, like between 7 and 7.5. That's like a solid movie.
Yeah. Sure.
It's just like you can't really. There's not a whole lot you can say bad about it. It is. When did it come out? Do you know that you have the date on it?
I think 2007.
2007. Yeah.
Yeah.
It had good humor in it, I think.
Yeah, 2007. Yeah, I thought it was very. Like I think my dad would really appreciate this movie.
Yeah, it was a little
I think
edgy.
There's a.
It was dull, but there was an edge.
Yeah. There's a point.
There was a
Everything
point.
goes dull, but there's-
Yeah.
I did laugh whenever I think it was William H. Macy's character. He was like, he's like, I have GPS on my phone, and it was like a big deal.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah.
I liked when they
He's got an apple
right
tattoo.
right after that they threw their phones and they completely just exploded on impact. It was like throws a Nokia phone and the phone
out of glass.
explodes. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, there was a lot of good like one-liner quotable things in this movie.
I remember the one thing I remembered most from this movie was the cop skinny dipping with them,
Yeah.
and that was really funny to me as a kid. But the way he like basically like stands up as straight as he can, and you can see the top of his butt crack,
Yeah.
just kills me to this day. I thought that was great acting on that guy's part. Very
Just
little
a
thing.
slight bit of man cheek.
Yeah, right. It wasn't as bad as what was that movie? Mindhunters. Not
Yeah.
as
Well,
much
there
man,
was
but as that.
There was actually, if you remember, you probably don't remember, but like 2 minutes before the police officer stands up, the apple tattoo guy jumps in and
That's right.
it's full man
That's
butt.
right.
So it's exactly the same amount of man butt.
So slightly more than mine.
I would say Wild Hogs has slightly more, 1 1/8 man butt.
Let's give it up to Wild Hogs for the most man butt we've seen in a movie in season 2.
This season. There's what's that movie with Heath Ledger? It's about knights.
Oh, yes, A Knight's Tale. Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of man butt in that movie.
At least twice. It's the same man. Does that count as 2 or 1?
I think that's twice. If it's the same dude twice, it's still twice. You know what I mean?
Twice. It's fun.
You still get assaulted twice.
Right. It's still like, just because it's familiar doesn't mean
it doesn't soften the blow any. It just still, it's still just like wham bam. You know. Ooh.
And he's naked again.
And he's naked again. Yeah. Jack's making strawberries. Sounds delicious.
Ooh.
But
Fantastic.
yeah. So what would you rate the old hogs?
I'm gonna give it a 7.25. Like it was solid, but I mean it wasn't anything like crazy over the top special. You know what I mean? I guess there was that one explosion, but
that explosion was actually pretty good.
yeah.
I think they blew their budget right there.
Yeah, John Travolta just acted like he was on cocaine for half of the movie, which I mean that's acting. That's technically acting, I guess. No, wait, hold on. He acted like he wasn't on cocaine for the first half of the movie.
Yep.
And then the second half, he was just.
And he just was himself. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna give it like a 7. I guess 7.25. I can't think of anything particularly wrong with it. Oh, I was reading that this won 2 awards. Can't remember what the first one was, but one of the awards was I didn't know this was a thing. The AARP Comedy of the Year award. So, didn't know it was a thing, and now that I know it's a thing, of course they won that.
That's funny. It should have been called Old Hogs. AARP Comedy of the Year. What other movies have won the AARP Comedy of the Year?
I wonder. I wonder how many awards are given out from the AARP.
Yeah.
Like,
is that
safest movie of the year?
Is that a yearly award? Because I feel like we should. Listen, the Met Gala, I feel like just happened not too long ago, but let's get rid of that and let's do the AARP Movie Awards instead. Let's televise that. I feel like that's way more entertaining for me
we
personally.
could have all the old actors like present, and it would make more sense.
Yeah.
It's like, here's 87-year-old Robert De Niro.
Yeah, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at 3:00 in the afternoon because they all have to be in bed by 7.
This is the liveliest we've seen these characters in a long time.
Keep me updated. The rank of Catch Me If You Can, please.
Sure.
Gotta go. Yes, sir. Let's talk about it. Catch Me If You Can. This is a Leonardo DiCaprio. This young Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm not sure what year it is. 2002? Okay. 02.
Yes.
It is a true story, which I did not realize until the very end. When it said, this is the true story, pretty much.
Right.
And it is following the young Frank, can't say the rest of his name.
Abagnale.
Abagnale, yes.
Abagnale.
Abagnale.
Sorry.
Dude, when he started being substitute teacher, I was like, oh, I thought he was going to school. He fooled me. I was like, oh, I thought he was going to school. I didn't realize he was a teacher. And then it all clicked, and I was like,
great.
dang, he's good. He's really good.
That's great.
But I thought it was great. I thought this movie was very interesting. I didn't know anything about Mr. Abagnale. But after learning about him, it's I feel like somewhere deep inside of everyone, at least myself, I can only really speak for myself, but I feel like there's probably more people that will admit this if given the opportunity, that they would love to be that good at like fooling people. For me personally, I would love to be like a grifter like that, where you just like become a doctor,
something else,
you know, like you just fake being a doctor, you know. And the fact that this is a true story and that he actually did that today would be really hard to do. I feel like it would be almost impossible to fake a lot of this, because back then they just had to pretty much take your word for it. If you had a piece of paper that said you were a doctor, they're like, oh, you're a doctor, right? There's no like records check. They don't get to call the university and be like, hey, was this student there? It's just, you're just like, all right, cool. And same with checks, right? So we really missed out on being able to forge checks, because I feel like nowadays it's really hard to do, especially since Mr. Abagnale made it so difficult.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, like, how many of those things are now harder because of him?
Ruin the party for the rest of us. Now we should try to print money. I feel like he made that harder also somehow.
Oh yeah,
but
that's another thing. Like we were talking about, like he did these things, but he was also like prolific at doing these things. Like he was the best.
Yeah,
out there.
Yeah. There was nobody better than him.
So it's it's like on one hand it's like, oh, it would have been so much easier, but on the other hand it's like he stayed out at large because he was so good.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing about the transferring money to where it was like in limbo until it was too late.
Yep.
Fascinating.
Yeah, the way that he figured that out so quickly. I mean, like obviously the movie doesn't show timelines very well. Like he went from like forging several $300 checks to like 20 minutes later they're like, he's stolen $1.4 million, and you're like, geez.
Right.
But the way that he figured out how to do that and how to do it good enough to where no one would notice, figured out how to be a pilot without actually having to fly a plane, just absolutely astonishing. It reminded me of the TV show Leverage. Have you seen that?
I haven't, but I know of it.
So there's a TV show, and it's a group of people that essentially do what he did by himself, just like fooling everybody. But it makes me think of that. But yeah, no, just absolutely crazy story. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie.
For sure. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I like this movie. I saw this movie. It wasn't until after high school. I grew up, and everyone who saw it was like, "Oh, you need to watch that, but you need to wait till you're an adult." So,
there were some adult moments for sure.
Right. The first time I came across this IP, I was in New York City for my senior trip, and senior high school, and they had a production of Catch Me If You Can on Broadway, like a musical.
Wow.
And so that's like how I got exposed to it.
So you saw the music, and you saw the musical for it first,
right? Yeah, and it was all right. I think it felt very much like kind of a shoehorned musical.
Sure.
But the story was very interesting.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. Then watched the movie and loved that even more. So fun fact: Frank Abagnale, after he got caught, and he was working with the FBI. Sorry, I guess spoilers, but this movie's 20 years old, 22 years old. After he got caught and was working with the FBI, he lived in Tulsa. Yeah.
It is still crazy to me to think that 2002 is 22 years ago. Okay, keep going.
I know, right? 20 years makes sense. 20 years makes sense. But yeah, he lived in Tulsa for 26 years
Really?
after that. Yeah, crazy.
Oh, after
Who'd have thought?
he didn't griff in Tulsa.
No, I guess Tulsa was the only place he didn't grift.
That we know of. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen, you
He's
can
my
take the dog.
dentist.
Listen, you can take the dog out of the fight, but you can't take the fight out the dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if
Exactly.
I don't know if that's how you say that saying, but that's what I'm going
But that's exactly right.
I feel like he was clean, but he was also fooling everybody again. He was like, "This is my final act right here. I'm working for the FBI."
Yeah, he just starts working his way up the FBI. They're like, "Wait,
I'm
aren't
an
you, like,
FBI
arrested?"
agent. went from prisoner to FBI agent real fast.
Yeah, but yeah, and then it was kind of hard to tell with time
Yeah.
because they said like all this happened before he was, what'd they say, able to drink, or before he's 19.
Yeah, he did it very young.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's the thing, Maggie. He was extremely intelligent
Yeah.
from the sound of it. Like,
Also, it was the
If
bar
only he
from
just picked
Louisiana,
something.
so I don't know if the bar changes.
that's very fair.
I don't know if it changes difficulty from state to state, but let's
Right.
keep that in mind.
It's like it's like the 10 Commandments and then all the things black people can't do. Like that's
Yeah.
all the
Yeah. What can't black
The
people do? Everything.
book.
Um,
Yeah, exactly. There's 11
Is the-
commandments in there.
is the bar exam
at
is
that
the
time.
bar exam multiple choice?
I don't know. Probably was for that one back then.
Yeah,
I
because
don't-
look,
I know the bar's hard
he
nowadays.
he studied for 2 weeks and then guessed 50% of it. I feel that's what I'm going with. He
Yeah.
just said it's
Yeah.
gonna be mathematically it's
It's all
one of
true,
these.
false. Oh man, can you imagine just really nuanced court like results, but it's all true false?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like the easiest way to answer the question. Oh man, but
Yeah, one of my-
yeah, no, he's
I was just gonna say one of my favorite scenes in the movie is the first time that him and Carl, the investigator, Tom Hanks,
yes,
the first time that they come face to face, and I was like, how is he gonna get out of this?
right.
And I was like, in my brain, I was like, oh, he's like,
It's
he's
over.
not in that room. He's in a different room. And then he walks out of the bathroom, and I'm like, wait a minute. And then he's like, just goes into playing a secret agent, secret
Yeah,
service agent,
right.
and you're just like, what? You know, and just it was the whole scene was
Yeah.
was very well done. Listen, I'm not really a Leonardo DiCaprio fan. Like, I wouldn't say that he's like one of my top favorite actors. However, the fact that he has only just now, like several years ago, gotten an Oscar for a movie
Yeah,
blows my mind a little bit, because he's like, all the movies that I have seen him in up to this point, I'm like, this, like, he's good, like,
he's like
but maybe he's
transformative, almost.
just good enough to not get an Oscar. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
You know, I had a speech teacher in college that he was part of the like people who vote in the Oscars,
Sure.
or he was part of it for like 20 years. Mm-hmm. And I asked him, I'm like, because that was after he lost to Django, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, man, how has he not won anything? And he was talking about how, like, you know, clearly it's political, but he's playing the
Yeah.
political game. You also have to, like, essentially buy billboards in LA to, like, remind people that you're running or,
Oh,
like, you should be considered. And then he seemed to think that there was a lot of jealousy that he got too popular too fast in the Academy. So he got nominated for his role in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, and he's should have won. And he's like, I don't know, 18 at that point. He's really young. But let's see. Yeah. But then he did Titanic. And he was saying that he thinks because of the success of Titanic and the fact that he's like a household name actually hindered him in the Academy Awards.
Right. He was so common that he got forgot a little bit.
Or like it was like jealousy.
Oh, people just didn't want to vote for him. Yeah.
Right. They're like he's got enough.
Yeah,
credit.
he got the credit. I see. That can see how that be.
Yeah, like I still think he should have won for because he won for The Revenant.
Yeah.
And I thought he did so much better in What's Eating Gilbert Grape and Django. Because he played such a freaking villain in Django.
Django Unchained
Yeah.
was and if you haven't seen that movie, great movie. But the scene where I'm sure you know I'm sure you know this, but the scene where he like rubs the blood all over that lady's face at the dinner table is really his blood. It's real because he like smashes that cup and cuts his hand, but then keeps playing.
Right.
That I saw that on like a fun facts about movies thing, and I was like, that's freaking
It's so metal
right there. Yeah.
Right. I'm like that right there. Because he did a lot of stuff for the next movie that he won for, and I'm like, that was improvised, and like,
I think
at the moment,
I think it really just shows like how how good of an actor he is, that he can improvise under that situation, right? Because most people, I feel like if they cut their hand on glass, they would like scrub that one, start over, call like I'm injured. He's like, I'm using into this that I'm going to rub this on this lady's face without consent. Like she's just gonna have to get covered. This is what my character, like he was the character. And I think that there's other actors that have gone that far with their characters. Heath Ledger being one of those. In The Dark Knight Rises. Some would say almost too much, and like some would say that's what killed him, but there's not, is it confirmed? I don't really know, but
I'm not sure.
But
they were questioning if he overdosed on sleeping pills on purpose or on accident. And people go back and forth on it. So I don't know.
Who really knows? No, the drugs killed him. Yeah, there's not very few, but there are certain actors and actresses that you watch, and it's like they will play through something that's not supposed to happen, and it makes the scene so much better.
Yeah.
But because like the scene would have been great in Django Unchained had he not cut his hand and he just played the thing and did the thing as a script. But like the accident of it all created an unduplicable, is that a word? I don't know. Like you couldn't duplicate that. And honestly, it probably like fueled a little bit of his like like
anger.
I just sliced my hand open on a cup.
Right.
But
there's a interview where Leonardo was talking about what's his name? Tarantino's reaction to that, and I find it hilarious every time I see it. Just his like impression of Tarantino behind the camera. It's great. But yeah, dude. I thought that's another thing. I thought he should have won for that, but Christoph Waltz won for playing the dentist bounty hunter in that movie.
Who played the dentist bounty hunter?
And that Christoph Waltz.
Oh, yeah. The German guy. That was
in that movie. And I think the reason he won for that is because he got snubbed the year before for playing the bad guy in Inglourious Bastards. And so it's like 3 years in a row where the actor who should have won that year got snubbed by the actor who should have won the year before.
Right, and they're just playing this catch-up game.
Like 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, how the heck did he win in that category? He just played a German immigrant who was like, well spoken.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's just him.
Yeah. No,
No.
But back to Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. Maggie's not a Leonardo DiCaprio fan, per se, but she came in towards like the middle / latter half of the movie, and she enjoyed it. She thought it was really good.
Good. Gotcha.
But so even if you're not a fan,
of him personally, or is that
probably his personal, probably something to do with his women
because that's
selection.
understandable. That's how I was with Tom Cruise, and then I'm like,
What up,
he's in
Homicidal
too
Hippo?
many movies that I like.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is
Like,
another one of those
I
ones.
can't keep hating him.
He's just icky.
So yeah, personally.
What's up, Morgan? How you doing? Welcome. Also, if you're watching the podcast, we do have a Channel Point community challenge. I'm gonna send one of these to Mike. I'm just kidding. Maybe I will.
Oh,
Maybe
I
I
did
won't.
see that.
The Lil Nitro, world's hottest gummy bear.
Oh, jeez, bring it.
Maybe I'll send one of these to Mike, and we'll make it a Monday. We'll eat this right at the beginning of the podcast, and then we'll try to do the whole podcast after we've eaten it.
Oh man, I wonder what this button does. Oh, that.
All right. Well, you have to. Let me hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna turn off my camera on Discord. So you're gonna have to watch. You're gonna have to watch on stream here. Okay.
Oh no. I don't have it on stream.
Pull it up. Pull it up. I'm gonna mute myself on Discord so you don't see it / hear it too soon.
Okay, go for it. Wait, what are you showing me? Oh, God. Oh man, geez, nightmare fuel, my guy.
And there you go. And we're back. That was a screaming cock. And if you don't know, you don't know, you know?
Yeah.
However,
But you should.
you should know. Back to Catch Me If You Can. I'm going to give Catch Me If You Can a 8-7.
Nice.
I enjoyed this movie. It made me I almost said it gave me feelings, but not like in a weird way. It was just like, man, I want to be cool and sneaky and
Sure, yeah.
do illegal stuff. But it was like, it was just like a good movie,
Safe
you know?
way.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Minecraft.
In Minecraft, yeah.
Say in Minecraft.
It was great. I enjoyed it a lot.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. I think I'm going to give it. Shoot. There's like nothing wrong with it. I was gonna give it an 8.5.
Yeah.
Trying to think why it like. There's also I saw a What the heck? Oh, Kevin says it was a 8.7 for him.
No, I said that. I just sent that to Kevin.
Oh, you did. Sorry. Why did I
Yep.
see Kevin?
I put Kevin.
I can't
in
see
the text.
anything anymore.
I can't see.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 8.5 or 8.75.
Sure.
I'm trying to think why it wasn't higher. It was Spielberg. I think some of the issue I had with it was like, I think there's a better way to shoot this, but
Yeah.
that's just me. Because it's a little slow. That's understandable. also, this guy, like, from what I heard in an interview, like, this movie wasn't accurate because they made stuff up. It wasn't accurate because they just embellished what happened. So that's nice because, like, what was that movie with Denzel Washington? A lot of that was allegedly, like, just made up.
Yeah.
Also, Leo being 17. He's got a baby.
Yeah.
Face.
He
Sort of. Also, really uncomfortable about all the, you know, I don't want to say affairs, but situations he got himself into. Really questionable because he was 17 the whole time. So
maybe there wasn't a law
guess
back
it was
then.
the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was in Georgia.
She was like, "No, your name is Frank Connors, and you're 28."
Right. Oh, I felt so sorry for her. She's so adorable.
Yeah. Amelia Earhart did really well.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think I'll give it a set. She's so dumb. Lol. I'll give it a 7. Or sorry, 8. 8.6.
8.6.
8.6.
That's good. That's a good score.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I mean, it's a true story, so you really can't, you know, like,
Right.
there's not a whole. I feel like true story movies are either 100% really good or just kind of like you never want to watch that again.
Yeah, that's a point I think I thought about. I was like, I don't feel like I need to watch this. Like, I couldn't watch this again and again.
Yeah.
For me, like, We Were Soldiers, I can watch any time.
Yeah.
But The Patriot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely sad on that one.
Oh, something I saw today.
Doctor Lawyer, who's neither.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he is a
Dr.
lawyer.
Professor
What?
Patrick. Something I saw today. Changing topics here a little bit. We're kind of going back to like legal stuff. Sorry, I can't breathe out of my nose. Something I saw.
Oh, because the gas?
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah, it's just leftover congestion.
Yeah.
But legal stuff. I saw a TikTok today, and it was like a, you know how they do like the Judge Judy style thing where they record the. It wasn't Judge Judy. It was some black dude, but
Sure.
it was a older dude who should have known better, and a younger lady who lived next door. And this isn't going where you thought it was going to go. It starts out, and the older guy is
I thought it was
suing.
going gas poisoning.
No, the older guy is suing the younger lady because she won't give him her password to the Wi-Fi. And they live in across the hall condos, right? They live across the hall from each other. And he has been using her Wi-Fi for like 2 years, and she realized her internet bill goes up like $50, and so she password protects it. However, she should have had that password protected before. And then he proceeds to like harass and like leave sticky notes on her door and like knock on her door at all hours of the day. And so, but he's in court. He sues her for the password. And so the judge is trying to like figure all this out, and he's like, you want the password to the internet that she's paying for and that you don't pay for. And he's like, that's correct. And like he goes, it's in the air, so it should be free. Like it's not anybody's because it's in the air. I'm like, brother. Long story short,
man.
I was dumbfounded. I was like, there's no way that anybody's that stupid. Long story short, the judge is like, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. No, she does not have to give you the password. Go on. And then he issues like a restraining order. He's like, if she comes back to me and says that you've left any notes or knocked on her door for any reason, you're going to be back in here and I'm going to have to tell you all this again. But I was just like, man,
Jeez Louise.
Suing somebody, getting mad at somebody else because they locked their Wi-Fi,
Right.
and so now you don't have free Wi-Fi anymore.
Man, because I'm guessing he's so old that, like, he just thought it went through her and was free because it was free for him.
I
But,
don't.
yeah, this guy's
I
an
don't-
idiot.
No, because he's not that old. He was maybe in his 50s. Late 50s.
yeah.
Not old enough to think that Wi-Fi was free.
Yeah. Man. Well, I think Einstein said, I don't know if he actually said this, but he said there's two things that I think are infinite, or that I know are infinite, and it's the universe and the depth of human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. So it might be.
It just I saw it
that's
on.
insane.
I saw it and I
Yeah.
was like, that's crazy to think that
Yeah.
you were entitled to somebody else's Wi-Fi.
Oh man.
Yeah, because the judge was like, you understand that she's paying for this and you are not paying for this, but you still want the password. And he was like, yeah. Like he was.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it was like, how did you? You actually thought this was going to hold up?
How does that work?
Yeah, you thought you were going to take this to court and you were going to get a Wi-Fi password from a lady and just keep leeching the internet.
You know, I wonder if this was the same guy who was at the laundromat when we were there. That's who I'm imagining. That's who I'm imagining is this guy.
That's why he wanted the internet
We're at the
back.
laundromat.
He wanted the internet back so bad. He had to watch his movies. Gosh, man.
Full volume too.
Full volume. Yeah, and
dude.
it was just so.
That's insane.
It was crazy. I was flabbergasted.
Absolutely insane. Your gasps were flabbered.
My gasps were flabbered. Here's a movie related thing. A question. I don't know if I don't know if I have an answer for this. I'll have to think about it while you're thinking about it, or while you're explaining your
Sure.
answer. If you could be cast in any movie in history, which would you choose? If you could be in
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, that's a great
Sorry.
answer. Didn't even stutter. Not even a beat. Lord of the Rings. That's
Bro,
a good
have you
one.
seen the behind the scenes on that one?
Yeah, it's pretty
incredible.
good. I can't even
That,
lie. I now
that
feel
or
like
Band of Brothers.
I got to pick a different movie because you picked the best one.
Sorry, man. You let me pick first, man. That or, yeah, like I said, Band of Brothers. I would have killed to be in Band of Brothers. Of course, at the time I was 7.
I would say
But-
like a Marvel movie, but everything's so CGI that it wouldn't be cool to like act in it because you're not really wearing anything. You're wearing like a
Right.
face piece and then a green suit.
Yeah.
But
And people
Lord
could be
of
filming their stuff not at the same time.
right, and Lord of the Rings is all live action. It's all, very, very cool.
It is so good.
Frick. Maybe like Saving Private Ryan or something. I feel like that'd be sick.
Yeah, right? And from like what I've seen, it looks like Saving Private Ryan and Band of Brothers were like the same, almost the same thing.
Yeah.
Because it was the same Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg. But no, absolutely, I would pick that one too. Or Black Hawk Down, because
Ooh,
there's so
that-
many people in
yeah.
that one. Man,
I would be cast in. What was that movie we just watched? That's like Helldivers.
oh
I forget.
yeah.
I forget the name
Oh
of it.
gosh, what's that called? I want to say Super Earth. Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers. That'd be funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like any movie that has a cool outfit would be sick. I just want to
Yeah.
feel.
that you can steal.
Yeah, that I want to
In
then.
Minecraft?
I will then run away and not be. That's why I'm not in the movie. Is because I took the outfit and I ran.
Dude, you know, I would have any piece of armor from Lord of the Rings. I would have every.
Bro,
thing they gave
you
me
have
and be like, "Oh, I
no
lost it."
idea how hard it is to see like swords and stuff pass your For You page, or like armor sets. A guy from work sent me a link to a Facebook Marketplace post where a guy is selling all of his Star Wars memorabilia. Or not Star Wars. He's selling all of his Lord of the Rings memorabilia, which is like Riders of Rohan helmets, the horse like tassel one, the like swords for $10,000. And how much I just want to go take out a loan and buy that.
Dude, I want to.
And he's not selling. He was like not selling anything separate, not splitting it up. Everything's going. Yep, you have to buy the whole collection.
10,000. God, I would take. I think like my dad and I would both take a loan out on that.
Because look, like, if they are like real replica swords, those are like thousands of dollars a piece, or at least 1,000. I've looked them up. There's like some cheaper ones for like $5, I feel like, but if it's like a real version, you know,
like a real sword.
Yeah, like a real sword, not like stamped steel.
Okay. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. Yeah. No. That's man. That's
like it would just look so cool on the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I would just wear it around the house. Real sword in Minecraft.
There's people who have like what do you call it? Like rooms dedicated to Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Where it's just like the walls are covered, and I'm like, how does it feel to win? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but see, like
to win at life that much.
If I took all the money that I've spent on gaming and I put it into Lord of the Rings, I would have that too.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have gaming.
Yeah, and see, I think that's partial. The problem is those people only have Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, those people don't have other hobbies. They don't go out to eat with anyone because they don't know anyone. You know what I mean? Like, they don't do anything extracurricular other than, hey, do you want to come over and watch Lord of the Rings?
Right.
And you know what? It's like, that's the price you pay. Also, 10 grand.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. 10 grand.
It was.
I legit almost got my dad to like go halvesies with me on the Rivendell Lego set.
Yeah.
But we decided not to. Just because
how much was that?
he's not into Lego building that much. 500.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we
Oh, what a brandy!
we have been very busy since. Hey.
We are still here. We are here still.
How easy I can get to that.
Here's a little would you rather
yeah.
for Michael and the chat. Would you rather be attacked by a shark or a bear?
Oh boy. Is it a specific shark or a specific bear?
I don't know enough about sharks to give you a shark.
No, it's random.
No, just a random shark and a random bear.
Yeah. I guess bear, because at least I wouldn't be swimming, or I hope not, because then I'm just out of my element. Bull and polar? Oh my god, bull shark, 100%. I am not messing with the polar bear, dude.
Yeah, you're
No
for
way.
sure dying with
Bull
polar
shark?
bear.
Yeah, bull shark.
Also,
I mean,
I don't want
hopefully
to.
I could punch the nose.
I don't want to use science too much on the shark, but for the most part, when sharks attack humans, they realize that it's not what they were looking for, and they let go. So you just get chomped real hard,
Yeah.
and you maybe lose an arm, and then, and then you're good.
Oh, the premise is you die either way.
No.
Oh,
Is that the premise?
I don't know. That's what Maggie said.
I guess she's making up the question now. I mean, I didn't say nothing
Why
about
didn't
dying. I just said, do you want to be attacked by a shark or a bear?
Because if I'm swimming somewhere with bull sharks, I'm already on edge. I guess I'm on edge. No, yeah, I'm already on edge, and hopefully, because they do the exploratory bite first, and if I can see him in the water, hopefully I can like try and punch his nose,
Yeah.
or stick my hands in his gills. Polar bear, it's like you can be around polar bears. It doesn't matter.
They don't care.
Like the only thing you can do with a polar bear is like make sure
try
you're good with God.
a
And-
Coca-Cola.
like-
That's about all you got. That's about all you got. If you have a Coca-Cola, your chances of survival go up by 0.1%. So you went
Oh
from
my gosh.
0 to 0.1% survival.
That friggin' was attacked, then I'm going bear, I mean shark. Polar bear, like you're screwed. You're screwed with a polar bear. Like that is
Yeah.
the easiest question. I would take anything but a polar bear. I would take the sun over the polar bear, honestly. Like,
It'd be a quicker death.
because at least that would be fast. No way. And like, because if it's a black bear, a little bit of a fighting chance.
What about like
Grizzly bear,
let's
it's gonna suck.
let's downgrade it to grizzly and great white.
Black bear and hammerhead. Oh, sorry. You said grizzly and gray white.
Grizzly and great
Oh.
white.
I'm gonna say, and it's an attack, right? It's not.
It's
like
an
they're
attack.
just nearby.
It's not nearby. They're both going at you, and you have to pick one or the other.
I'm gonna say. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna say bear. Grizzly bear. Just because. Like I feel like if even with me, a great white takes an exploratory bite, and it's like, wow. So that's what my legs look like because I'm in half. So
Because
I say grizzly bear. Just because there's.
But then a
people
grizzly bear
have
is going to be
survived
like,
grizzly attacks.
whap, and then you're going to be like, oh, that's what my insides look like.
He's gonna have a whap.
Yeah.
No.
It's even scarier.
Ah! Oh man. Yeah. Well, if he's hungry, then man. If
Okay,
he's hungry,
so-
that's gonna.
You get
Be so
attacked
much
by a
fat,
shark,
worse.
or you get attacked by a bear, but Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj are singing WAP while you're getting attacked by a bear.
I will shoot myself. The bear and the shark do not have to fight. Wait. Also, Maggie changed it up again. It was hammerheads and black bear. I think she said.
Hammerheads. I don't think hammerheads attack people, do they? Do they bite?
They do.
got the
They
little.
do.
They got the little mouth that's like underneath there. I feel like it'd be
That's-
harder for them to get me.
I want to like grab onto it and be like,
Yeah.
ah! Like,
And then it's
his
just like-
mouth's just chomping right here.
No, I think if you grab there and then you straddle with your legs and just pull your body as close to as you, then his mouth wouldn't be able to open.
Yeah, right. Unless he's got like a jaw that comes out.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I know they attack. Hammerheads are too weird to be taken seriously.
They're
And
too dangerous to
I
be
feel
kept
like
alive.
I can like poke their eyes out.
Yeah.
while I'm, like holding on. Take that, idiot. But at the same time, black bears are like the most scared bears. of
Yeah, you
humans.
could probably scare them off.
As in, like, yeah. He's like coming into the attack, and you're just like ooga booga, and he's like, whoa, and just runs off. Yeah. Whoa. So that's
What'd you s-
what about? Okay, so you have three situations you have to answer for.
Okay.
So polar bear versus what was it? What was it? Bull shark.
Uh huh.
Which one? are
I
you
guess
picking?
the scenario for shark, how far away am I to safety for both? You know what I mean? Like, am I in the middle of the ocean?
You have to fight. That's
Okay.
what. Like it doesn't matter. It's fight or flight, and flight's gone. So
Flight's
you have
gone.
To fight.
You have to fight. Well, I meant
That's what
like
I was
if I punched a shark hard enough, could I swim to safety? I'm gonna go shark.
Theoretically, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel
just
like
mess with his gills. They don't like that.
yeah,
And
they don't like
face.
that.
Just punch him in the nose while you're hooked onto the gills.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully they're not so strong. But yeah, polar bear, dude.
Bring up his absent father. I think he's gone, brother. You emotionally
It just
damage
makes him
him.
more mad.
I never knew my father. Remember the
Well,
steps,
as
mate.
Rammstein would say, that sharks love the ocean because nobody can see them cry.
That's a fair point too. And then the second one was great white versus black bear. I think I underestimate how large great white sharks are, or maybe I don't. Maybe I think they're the right size.
Oh, it's versus grizzly.
What did
Great
I
white
say?
versus grizzly. So the big ones, I don't know. I don't know. Maggie's
I'm gonna
just
go-
grizzly.
They are giant. I mean,
they're big.
brown, grizzly bears are giant also.
Yes.
I'm still going shark. I'm gonna go shark. Double down on the sharkage.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. See, between the two of us, we both have, plans that we can take on anything.
Yeah. I'm fairly confident that I can take on a giant octopus if I needed to.
You're
Shark
talking
versus
about
panda?
Shark or Justin's mom?
Oh!
Finally got one in.
I actually saw a panda attack the other
Shark
day,
versus
and it was
panda?
2 pandas versus 1 Asian lady, and she got out with minor injuries. So, I'm going to go panda on that one.
They will attack.
They will.
It's going to be very embarrassing if you die to a panda.
They get a little pissy when they don't have enough
regardless of how bad it
bamboo.
was.
They're like, where's the
Yeah.
bamboo?
Like, this leg looks like a bamboo. Let's see. Yeah, no, panda every day.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just grab some bamboo to hit the panda, and he just eats it and just runs away. It's like,
or you. I feel like you could jump scare a
was
panda
easier.
if you wanted to.
oh yeah, they will die of a heart attack.
Yeah, or just roll them away. You just go on,
Yeah,
roll away.
get out of here, you little
You just
crackpot.
boop
Get
him
out of
on the nose. Just stop and roll him away.
here. He's just gets all red and blushed and
Sorry.
stop
Sorry.
booping my nose.
Oh man. What else did
And then,
I?
what was the third one?
I don't know what the third one was. It was Hammerhead v. Black Bear. I'm going Black Bear on this one. I think I can take a Black Bear.
I mean, you're tall enough to scare black. I think most 90% of the black bears. I'm guessing.
I think
go
with some
full
luck,
height.
I could probably take the Black Bear's back, put it into a full Nelson, and submit. It would tap for sure.
Bro, if I could RKO a polar bear, I think it would die.
I think if I got lucky and I could sneak up on it and RKO it straight into an iceberg, it would be over.
Hit him with the tombstone pile driver. That
Yeah,
thing's dead.
exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Also,
Yeah,
I don't think did you answer other than a Marvel movie for what movie you were
Yeah, I said Saving Private Ryan.
Okay, that's good.
Just 'cause it'd be fun. It'd be fun, like to
Oh
like
my gosh, that beach scene?
to role play that. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be any of that. The battle
Mm-hmm.
scenes would be so awesome just to be in.
I would
that's a great
even be like soldier number 3 off the boat, you know? Like that would just still be cool. Be like, that was me. That was me. I was right
See,
there.
that's my gut.
See that third guy that got cut in half by a bullet? Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. See the guy looking for his hand or arm?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah.
See the boat driver that got his head shot off? That was me.
Oh, shoot. No, that's
That
good.
was me.
Actually, with that beard, you kind of look like one of the guys towards the end of the movie. One of the paratroopers. He had like
Yeah.
a reddish beard.
Basically, you want a LARP. I do. I want a
Basically,
live
you
action
want-
role play
hell yeah.
World War II.
At that caliber, who wouldn't? Oh my gosh. That'd be
Yeah, we're
amazing.
not talking noodle swords here. We're talking fake M16, not
Your
M16s.
friend's
What did I
getting
just?
blown
What
up,
am I saying?
but not
M1
real.
Garands,
Hey,
M1
what did you
A1s,
just say?
and Tommy guns.
Oh man.
Absolutely
up.
want a LARP.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh, so good.
All right. Well,
Would you?
what?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was
One
thinking,
last.
would you do the Pirates of the Caribbean? Would you?
Ooh, that
interested
would
in
be
that
fun.
at all? Right?
That would be a lot of fun. That or like a space movie would be kind of fun too. Get to wear like space outfits.
Like a practical effect space
Yeah.
movie. Like the
Oh,
Martian, I
weird
guess?
news. I do have weird news. I forgot about that.
We are
Totally
news.
slipped my mind. All right. Let me get my soundboard here. Oops. And breaking
Yeah, why do you think
news.
he married a makeup artist?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Justin, and you're watching Weird News. I'm here with my partner, Michael Mahaffey. Tonight's
Justin.
first story. Where is it? There it is. Tonight's first story. Serial slingshot
We'll be right
suspect. We'll be right back. Serial slingshot suspect who terrorized California neighborhood arrested. I feel like I should read all of them. In 1987,
Yeah.
FBI agent Robert Hansen was tasked with finding a mole within the FBI. The 10 most expensive dog breeds in the world. And Logan Paul says he'll replace Mike Tyson to fight his brother Jake Paul. All right. Let's start with the serial slingshotist. An 81-year-old man labeled by authorities as the serial slingshot shooter has been arrested in Azusa, California, after allegedly terrorizing his neighborhood for years. Police responded to calls on Thursday in the 1900 block of North. Why do we care? Regarding a quality of life issue, neighbors reported that the man armed with a slingshot and ball bearings had been breaking car windows and windshields in the past 9 to 10 years. Wow. Upon serving
That's
a search warrant in the neighborhood, officers arrested the elderly suspect and discovered ball bearings and a slingshot in his residence. Details about what specifically led to his arrest were not immediately available. However, a revealed resident remarked, "Many times I came outside and would," oh, in quotes, "many times I would come outside and I would find little BBs in my front door, and I'm very glad the person was caught." So that just goes to show you that when you're 81 years old, breaking car windows with ball bearings and a slingshot.
Interesting. Should we? Okay. We need to ask ourselves in these situations.
Yes.
Was the car parked illegally?
Maybe.
why-
Was it in his front yard? Yeah.
I'm just saying. What was the door doing there?
I thought you were going to say, if you were 81, would you do it also? And I was going to say yes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. What else?
Look, what do you arrest me? I get to go to prison and eat 3 square meals a day, and people take care of me.
Live off my pension.
That sounds like a free nursing home.
You guys. Yeah.
That you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly. Is this
Speaking
a
of-
vigilante or a criminal?
Yeah, speaking of
what I
Catch Me
wanna
If You
know.
Can, in 1987, FBI agent Robert Hansen was tasked with uncovering a mole within the Bureau of FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Having secretly collaborated with the KGB since 1979, so this is almost 10 years he's been collaborating with the KGB. His espionage activities involved. Okay, so It didn't say it good, but Robert himself was the mole. He was tasked with finding a mole, and he was the mole. Best case scenario. Best case scenario. That's like telling the robber to go find the robber. You know, he's not gonna find him.
Slingshot guy.
Right. His wow, excuse me, that was gross. His espionage activities involved leaking highly classified information to the Soviets and later Russian intelligence, severely compromising U.S. national security. Henson's double life unraveled in February of 2001 when he was arrested at Foxstone Park in Virginia. He subsequently pled guilty to 15 counts of espionage and was sentenced to life in prison without possibility of parole. Henson died in 2023 while serving his sentence, serving as a stark reminder of the enduring consequences of espionage.
Just 15 cases, huh?
That's 15 cases.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was a espionagist, I think I could have got more.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like if you go from the 80s to 2001 without being caught, I feel like you'd have a lot more espionage things in the bucket, but
absolutely,
guy wasn't good, I guess.
It wasn't good.
Or maybe he was very good.
I forgot to take pictures of all of the 10 dogs, but there's a couple of the names here, and you can imagine what they look like. Luxury 10 most expensive dog breeds in the world. The luxury pet market features some astonishingly high prices. With the Samoyed, is that a Samoyed? Brandy, you probably know, topped the list as the most expensive dog breed at $14,000. You could have an entire set of Lord of the Rings memorabilia and $4,000 left over if you did not buy that dog. Following closely by the Lochin, priced at $12,000, renowned for its rarity and lion-like appearance. The Chow Chow, valued at $11,000, is distinguished by its unique blue-black tongue, and dense fur. The Tibetan Mastiff at $10,000. Owning one of these pets represents a significant investment, reflecting their prestigious status and the effort to preserve the rich heritage.
Oh, dude, I found a picture of the second one. What was it called?
The Lochin.
Yeah, that's how I spelled it. Or tried to spell it. Those things look freaking creepy, dude. Look
what the? And finally, more news on the Logan Paul Mike Tyson fight.
Yes.
Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. Logan Paul says he'll replace Mike Tyson to fight his brother Jake Paul. After a highly anticipated bout between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul was postponed due to Tyson's health concerns, Logan Paul, Jake's older brother, publicly offered to step in as a replacement. I also heard that what they put up for the prize is to keep the last name Paul. He said whoever wins gets to be the Paul. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know. You take your mother's maiden name? I don't know.
Alpha Bravo.
I don't know.
Well, I think that would be a good trade considering that Logan Paul and Mike Tyson both were in the WWE. So, fair trade.
Yeah. Also, that would give... I mean, honestly, let's let Mike Tyson fight and then let Logan Paul and Jake Paul have their own fight. You know, I feel like that would...
Let Mike Tyson fight both of them.
Yeah, have them fight both at the same time.
And his pet tiger gets to play too.
I don't know if the Mike Tyson fight is still on. I know that he had some health things. Did it get canceled? Yeah, I don't. It's one of those fights where it's like that's never going to happen. I feel like it's going to get hyped up and then it'll never happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. But we'll keep you updated as I know when I find out things.
Yeah, it's good to know. I do have some Ornor meteorology news.
Oh, let's go. Now to Mike with weather.
Okay. Thank you, Justin. So, approximately, to get my dates right, I don't know, about a week ago. Ornor news. About a week ago, a tornado formed over Kevin's apartment. Kevin was not found at the location because he was in Oklahoma City at the time.
Ornor. He got blown to Oklahoma City?
Yes. That's
Wow.
At least that's what my investigation
It
provided.
formed over his apartment?
Yes.
But it didn't touch down.
And it didn't. The funnel didn't touch down. However, whenever I was on the ground and 2 miles away, I looked out the back and saw power flashes in a wall.
Ooh.
So that was intense. It went on to hit Claremore, including Claremore First Baptist. Last time we checked, multiple people were injured, and 3 were taken to the hospital with severe injuries. No deaths reported, as far as I know. But yeah, luckily Kevin was in. He was in Oklahoma City celebrating his anniversary. Happy anniversary, Kevin!
Good for him. Happy anniversary, Kevin. When was he married? What was his anniversary date?
Very similar to yours. Same day.
Oh, is it the same day? The 25th?
Yeah.
Oh, look at us.
I believe so. Yep.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Not really.
It's gonna be
I
easy
didn't.
for me to remember.
I forgot. My sister got married on the
But,
27th.
yeah.
So it's very close.
Oh wow, there you go. Really easy to remember. Man, she cannot just pick her own dates, can she? After the birthdays, right after yours, and
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Twinning. On TikTok, there's a guy. He does like D&D dice stuff. I can't remember his TikTok name, but he posted a video. He's like, "Hey, I'm not gonna be making any content for a little while," because he posts pretty regularly. He's like, "I'm getting married on the 25th, and we'll be out for a little while." And I was like, "Bro, I'm getting married on the 25th."
Very
Also posted
Very
a TikTok of smashing a cake. Maggie's first appearance in a TikTok video, and it's almost at 700,000, if not already at 700,000
Let's go.
views. It popped off for sure.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fantastic. Love to hear
So
it.
love a good pop off video.
Those are always fun. Yes, Maggie, technically, but I mean, come on, that's 2 in a row. That's no coincidence.
Yeah. I just like to follow up. You know.
Well,
are you? I hate it. No, I don't really care.
Also, that does not. Yeah.
Don't bother me none.
What's up?
Are you trying to after party?
Yeah. And in fact, there's been some stuff happening in Helldivers. I don't know.
Oh,
if you've
let me
seen
hit the
that.
breaking news. Breaking news! Bikini Bottom. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, let's do that. Breaking news! A black hole has taken over Madrid. Is it Madrid?
Sure.
I can't remember. In Helldivers, we have
Mandarin.
successfully created a black hole. It's there. We're gonna go
Congrats,
now.
everyone.
Now to Mike on the bridge of his ship. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no,
Man, this sucks.
wow, I can't hear anything.
We are full reverse. We are being sucked into this thing.
Have you watched Gravity Falls? I have not.
So many people have been telling me to watch that.
But yeah, apparently we completed a major order and completely destroyed a planet.
Yep.
I'm kind of disappointed because I only got to play one of the major order missions where like all of the they were kind of fun. I thought people didn't seem to. They thought they were too hard. However, I was like, never heard of her.
Hello, Dingus.
Hello, Dingus. Dingus. Dingus, son of Mingus. I think I'm late. You honestly, if we would have ended on time, you would have missed us completely. I need you to watch the clip of the reporter and use that voice next week.
That reminds me, I have another segment for next week.
Brandy, send it to me.
Probably use it for that.
F.
F's in the
But
chat, boys.
yeah, me and Mike are gonna play some Helldivers after party. So the party's gonna keep on bumping, keep on schmooving. So we're gonna take a quick intermission. Go grab a snack. I'm gonna go get some fudge. And we'll be right back from the guys who trust with their drink. I'm Justin.
I'm Michael.
Love you, mean it. We'll see you next time. Peace. That was a good outro. Oh God.
Yeah, you did great, man.